Seven Lamb Productions presents to you End of All Hope. Season 3, Episode 11, Tree Service.
Mark and I were on the front porch of the house, watching Stephanie steer a tractor towards another fallen tree. They had removed the one from the far end of the property, but had yet to repair the fence.
Generator's been shut off, so if you were planning on having coffee, you'll have to wait till tonight.
I think we'll be fine.
Good. You know, she'll warm to the idea.
Who? I noticed him staring at the tractor. I don't think she likes us very much.
I like the idea, though.
Idea?
Taking the horses.
You're sure that's all right?
It's more than all right.
I'd become a little more comfortable around Teddy and his daughters. After our discussion in the basement, he had handed me a gun. It sat in my waistband now, a small pistol. He really was trying to build our trust.
They're good horses. They'll take you far, and you won't have to worry anymore about a stalled truck. But you will have to take care of them. Have you ridden before?
A couple times.
Same.
Just be careful. Those creatures are relentless. They may not directly attack the horses, but if you're riding them...
You're talking like we already have them. Wouldn't you like to wait until we return with your precious generator?
There's no doubt in my mind that we'll get that generator.
Maybe there should be.
Mark.
No. I'm not being rude. But maybe you should wait and see what happens. I mean, there are a lot of what-ifs in this scenario.
I'm well aware.
Are you? Because you're also assuming that the generator we're after isn't blown to shit.
You're right.
What if it's damaged?
Has it shorted? I don't know. But is it physically damaged? No. Steffi's seen it, so I'll still take that chance. And if it is broken, I may be able to use it for parts, so it's still worth it.
As long as you realize that.
I do.
When are we going to discuss this thing? Because I have a lot of questions.
Tonight, over dinner. Let my daughters work.
I feel like we should be helping.
You did offer several times.
You don't have to. That wasn't part of the deal.
Ava's just like that.
Well, we also can't leave until you get the fence back up, right?
I'd rather you didn't.
Does it matter?
It does. Once the debris is cleared and the wires are reconnected, I'll turn the generator back on.
I thought you said it was on the fritz.
It is. But I should be able to keep it going long enough for you to return. It's a day-to-day.
Can they repair the fence before it gets dark?
They're definitely going to try. But you two are welcome to stay for as long as you like.
We don't plan on staying any longer than we have to.
I understand that.
We appreciate the hospitality, but the longer we stay here...
Trust me, I understand. No need to explain.
You know what? Then maybe we should help.
Mark walked over to me slowly.
It would help to move things along.
Would your daughters mind?
Stephanie might, but Maddie will welcome the help.
I figured that.
Just, don't mention the horses right now. It's a bit of a sore subject.
Does Pops need something?
No, we came to see if you two would like some help.
We're fine.
Madison had cut the tree in two, and now Stephanie was attaching a chain to the top half.
Steph, we could...
Madison, we're fine. They just get in the way.
We don't know much about wiring, but moving a tree? We can handle that.
We've already got it.
Steph, there's still another one. We'll never finish before nightfall.
I want to make sure this is done right. They just admitted they can't rewire.
We're not even rewiring yet.
Hey, if you don't want our help, that's fine.
No, we do.
Madison,
Listen, we can't leave to run your little errand until you two are done with the fence. So if you want us out of your hair, maybe you should let us help. She dropped the chain and glared at me.
fine. Madison and I got this one. There's another saw in the shed. Can you handle a chainsaw?
We'll manage.
Then go ahead. You can start cutting the tree at the north end of the property.
Where the shriekers came in?
Yeah. But don't cut the wire, just the tree. We also need help clearing the dead bodies. You can pile them in the fire pit.
And where's the fire pit?
Back of the house. I cleared a large area. You'll see it.
Okay, you got it.
Mark and I headed for the shed. The door was open. Rows of tools hung against the wall. Mark pulled down an old chainsaw and checked the gas.
Looks good. Let me see if I can't find some goggles.
Over here. I found some hanging on a hook. I grabbed a pair and handed them to Mark. He pulled them onto his forehead, and we headed for the tree. Teddy waved to us as we walked by the house. He wheeled himself along the wraparound porch. He held a rifle up.
I guess he's our lookout.
I think I'll stand and watch too, just in case.
Wouldn't hurt. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to hear shit when I'm cutting.
I know.
I can't believe all this noise hasn't attracted any more of them.
I just shrugged. We walked through the field, past the dead shrieker bodies.
Keep your distance.
Of course. But they were all dead. There had to be about 20 of them, many of which now had detached body parts. Cleanup should be fun.
Let's worry about the tree first.
When we reached the large tree, I climbed atop and made my way towards the trunk, which was just on the outside of the fence. I pulled out my pistol and peered into the woods.
Anything?
No.
Okay.
Mark lowered his eye protection onto his face. He primed the chainsaw.
All right, let's do this.
It's hot.
Whew, the sun's out in full force today.
I don't know if you're going to be able to get that fence up by tonight.
We still have a few more hours of sunlight.
Mark and I had cut the tree into pieces and moved them into the fire pit. We also donned gloves and dragged all the dead bodies and body parts to the pit as well. We were now taking a break. Mark's leg started to cause some troubles, so he wanted to take some pressure off of it.
Pops, she just doesn't stop.
Are you surprised?
Stephanie was still hard at work. She was now pouring gasoline on the shrieker bodies. We watched as she lit it.
At least we're downwind.
Hopefully it won't draw any creatures.
Honestly, we haven't had too many run-ins with those things.
We've been lucky for the most part.
The big ones are the ones that could cause us the most problems.
And Stephanie thinks that the ones that knocked down the trees are the ones that attacked last week.
Is that so?
It would make sense. They couldn't get in before, so they tear down the trees to make the bridges to get in. Plus, Stephanie shot one of them in the shoulder. We saw that same one 2 days later.
The one that messed up our truck? It was also shot.
Yeah, there were like 4 or 5 of them. They kept trying to get in, but I think we got them all.
There will be more.
Stephanie said the same thing.
So, how far away is your truck?
Not far.
We left some supplies in it. We had to get out so fast, we only took what we could carry.
Think we could retrieve it?
Why?
It never hurts to have more supplies. And if you take the horses, I could use the truck for spare parts.
If Stephanie wants to help, then...
Help with what?
Help bring their truck here.
Why? I thought they were taking the horses.
She pushed past and went inside.
It's never hard to piss her off.
Steph, Pops wants us to get their truck so we could use it for parts.
She walked back out, chugging a bottled water.
How far is it?
Not very.
Pops, that can wait.
I didn't say right now.
We need to get the fence up.
I understand that, Steffi.
You guys calling it quits?
We were just resting,
My leg's been acting up.
You wanted to help.
and we are.
Well, it turns out there's another tree down on the other side of the barn. And Madison, you gotta help me with the wire.
Okay, Steph.
Maybe you should rest a bit.
I'm fine, Pops. I'm going to check on the fire. Then we'll get to rewiring.
She's a hard worker. Always has been.
She's getting on my nerves.
Madison!
I'm coming! Sheesh.
I guess we should get back to it.
Mark, your leg.
Yeah, keep resting. No need to aggravate it.
I'm fine.
Yeah, okay.
Come on. Let's get to this other tree.
When night fell, we retreated back into the house. Teddy made us dinner and turned on the generator. They kept the lights in the house dim. The fence was fixed on the east side, but not the north.
Maybe I should help her.
Relax, Maddie. Let her be. You know how she is.
Stephanie was still outside. She had put the fire out, rewired part of the fence, and now was doing cleanup.
Pops, we still have to do the north side.
That's fine. We'll get to it tomorrow.
What if those creatures show?
We'll sleep in shifts. like we've been doing.
We could also help keep watch.
That would be much appreciated.
Since we ran out of time today, I know we won't be making our run tomorrow.
I think we should wait.
Of course. We can't leave until the fence is completely finished.
And I know, you want to get the truck as well.
If time permits. Like I said, you're welcome to stay here as long as you need.
That's nice of you.
Could we maybe discuss the generator a little more? I'd like to know what the plan is.
Why?
Stephanie stood in the doorway. She was dirty, sweaty, and bruised.
I'd like to know how we plan on getting it out.
Really? You still think it's feasible?
Your father thinks so.
Because he's being naive.
Steph!
And what's bringing this on?
He can't help us.
She motioned to Mark.
Why is that?
Your leg. I saw you limping out there today.
I still cut those trees.
There are creatures out there. You can't run. You'll slow us down.
That's not true.
This whole thing is pointless.
I can run.
Bullshit.
There's no need to do this now.
But we should. They can't help us.
Ava's not hurt.
I'm not going if Mark doesn't.
I'm going.
This is a hell of a way to keep the horses.
He can't run. Shit. If we're gonna bring him, why not bring you too, Pops?
Steph, will you stop?
As much as I didn't want to admit it, she was right. Mark couldn't run. His leg had not healed.
It's not bothering me as much as it was.
So what?
Actually, Mark, she's right. Maybe we should wait.
But how long? I think we'll be fine.
We need that generator.
You don't even know if it'll work, Pops.
Stephanie, stop!
I'm going.
Mark.
I'm going.
Everyone was quiet a moment before Stephanie turned and walked out. Mark went back to eating.
I'm going. We're getting that generator, we're taking the horses, and we're going to Ramona. That's the plan.
Mark?
That is the plan.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Good. Now, let's talk about the generator. How do we plan on getting it?
End of All Hope. Written by Robert M. Lamb. Edited by Issa Yazdazadeh. Starring Hope Ennis as Ava, Nick Engelhardt as Mark, Adam Jetmore as Jay, Jack Austin as Ambridge, Jody Swenson as Stephanie, Catabel as Madison, Chris Titoli as Teddy and Preacher Smith, Ariel Hack as Mia, Gina Coyle as Kylie, Brett Wilkins as Travis, Gareth Thomas as Sammy, Michael Moman as Roger, and Crystal Hall as Lane. Co-starring Amber Simpson, Amy LeRae, and Robert M. Lamb. Music provided by Kevin MacLeod of Incompetech.com, Eldritch T'Challa of Nemesis Black at ReverbNation.com/NemesisBlack, and Amberlynn Nicole at YouTube.com/Amberlynn Nicole. If you enjoy this podcast, don't forget to rate and review. Visit www.sevenlamb.com for other audio dramas such as this one. This has been a Seven Lamb production.